I thought I was helping my best friend when I let him stay at my place. 3 weeks later, I realized he wasn't running from problems. He was hiding one. So this happened last year, and I still don't know if I handled it the right way. For privacy, I'll call my best friend Ryan. Ryan and I had been friends since college. Same classes, same parties, same late night, what are we doing with our lives talks. Even after graduation, we stayed close, texting almost daily, meeting up on weekends. So when he called me at 1:30 a.m. crying, I didn't hesitate. He said, "Bro, I messed up. Can I crash at your place for a bit?" I asked what happened. He just said, "I'll explain later." I told him to come over. That decision changed everything. Ryan showed up with one backpack. No suitcase, no laptop, just a backpack and dark circles under his eyes. He said he'd broken up with his girlfriend and needed a few weeks to get back on his feet. I didn't push. Breakups can wreck people. At first, things were normal. We ordered food, played games, watched Netflix. He helped with rent, cleaned up after himself. Honestly, he was the perfect guest. But after the first week, things got weird. Ryan started leaving the apartment at odd hours, like 3 a.m. or 5 a.m. Sometimes he wouldn't come back until late afternoon. Whenever I asked where he went, he'd say, "Just clearing my head." Another thing, he never used his phone around me. If I walked into the room, he'd lock it instantly. If a call came in, he'd step outside. Once I jokingly said, "Damn, you acting like a secret agent." He didn't laugh. He just stared at me and said, "You ever wish you didn't know some things?" That should have been my warning. One night, Ryan forgot his backpack in the living room. I wasn't snooping. I swear I was just moving it so I could vacuum. That's when I felt something hard inside, like metal. The zipper was half open. Inside was a stack of printed photos, not normal photos. Surveillance-style photos, pictures of my apartment building, my parking lot, my front door. And then, pictures of me leaving for work, coming home, sitting at a cafe. My hands were shaking. At the bottom of the bag was a small notebook. Every page had dates, times, locations, my schedule. When Ryan came back that night, I was sitting on the couch with the bag on the table. He froze, didn't even ask what I was doing, just whispered, "I was hoping you wouldn't find that." I yelled, I demanded answers. Turns out, Ryan wasn't hiding from a breakup. He was hiding from debt, massive debt. He owed money to people who don't send reminders, and somehow, don't ask me how, he convinced himself that I was the safest person to stay with, because if anything happened to him, they'd come to me. He admitted he'd been tracking my routine, just in case. In case what? In case they came looking, in case he disappeared, in case I needed to know what to do. I felt sick. This wasn't friendship. This was using me as a shield. I gave him 24 hours to leave. He begged. He cried. He said I was his only lifeline, but I packed his bag myself and put it outside. That was the last time I saw Ryan in person. A month later, I heard he skipped town. New number, new name. Sometimes I still check over my shoulder when I leave my apartment. And the worst part, I don't miss him. I miss the person I thought he was. So Reddit, did I overreact, or would you have done the same?